Hello everyone and welcome back to the Eltriancraft server. Today I am back in the Shire because this hobbit hole here has been haunting me for quite a while now. And yes, because if we go inside here, it is very unfinished, very messy, and I made a promise when I moved over to my ice base. I made a promise that I would come back and I would finish this, and here we are today, approaching the end of the season, end of February, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. And we are going to finish this up. I came in just a little earlier and I tried to figure out some stuff I need to decide what I'm going to do, and I gathered up some blocks for this. So we're going to use, I think, birch for the ceiling, and then for the walls, we're going to stick with the yellow terracotta. I think it looks pretty good, very hobbity. And then, yeah, we'll be using some spruce, mostly as, like, pillars around the place and some details, and use it for the floor and whatever. And I don't have a big plan for this, but we need to get it finished. I know Ren, who is on right now, has very much wanted to see this thing finished. So let's see what we can do with this. Okay, a little bit of progress, and I think it is starting to look pretty good. So we've done like the support pillars around and the cross beams, and then this with the birch roof. I kind of want to keep it a little low, considering that it is a hobbit hole. It doesn't really need to be a super high roof, but yes. So the plans, I've had to delete the signs here, but this is going to be the dining room. Then we have the kitchen, yeah, and hopefully some sort of pantry. And then in here, this I think originally was designated for a trophy room, but this probably just gonna be a hallway, or maybe like have a chair or two looking out the window. And then this one here is the library. So this one we can definitely decorate pretty well. I'm going to get some bookshelves for this wall here, and then I'll try and think of some other stuff. The other thing is that we may want to get some... Oh, I've just realized this. Huh. Okay, anyway, we might want to get some decorations for the walls here. I've just realized that this is like... The window is very much not centered. This one I could probably move back. This one I can't because we are right on the edge here of where it goes down. Yeah. It's probably fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna gather up some stuff for the whatchamacallit library, because I have an actual idea for that. So let's go get that. And then I will make some more progress and give you guys an update. Okay, bit more progress. We have the library in here. I feel like it's missing a little bit, but we can add more in there. And then we have this little like living room. This like little shutter over the windows to have it a bit more centered, but you got a couch. Beautiful painting. They added a bunch of paintings into Minecraft, and I think I kind of missed the memo. I knew they added more, but I have no idea what they were. So we have some of those around here. I'd never seen this before. Over here we have the dining room, and then the kitchen is looking pretty good, and a pantry. I'm figuring out what to do with lighting right now. For right now, we just have torches kind of everywhere. And then master bedroom, again, detailing randomly. Another new painting. I'd never seen this before, but it's very, very cool. Yeah, little master bedroom with a, what do you call this, like a wardrobe. So we are continuing to move on. We're actually probably about halfway done now, or even maybe even more. We need to do a guest bedroom, so pretty much the same thing as this, maybe a bit smaller. And then something like an office, just have a desk or whatever in here, and then living/sitting room, have just a couple chairs and maybe a painting, and that'll be about it. So let's keep on keeping on. Okay, I think we have this finished off. So, yep, I added more lanterns around the place, so... yeah, I'm trying to get rid of as many torches as possible. This room needed them, and then Yep, master bedroom, got lantern, and then this is new stuff that you guys haven't seen, right? We have the guest bedroom, so different colored beds, different painting. I think it's a little smaller. I think, probably. And then we have the office, so a little desk here. I kind of want a flower pot or two. I just don't have the stuff for that on me. And then we have this little kind of sitting room, and then details on the walls, so it's not too empty. But yeah, it's nothing special, but it definitely looks pretty decent. So there you go, guys. I have fulfilled my promise, and the Shire is now completed. Okay, now that I have completed the first base, there is something I've neglected over in the ice spikes biome, and that is this right here. This little bit of snow that I had put around the original tower, I did not do for any of the other ones, and it just looks so much better over here, and it adds a whole lot, and I think once I do that, these towers are going to look a lot better and more in the environment. And then I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change the roof of the Nether portal. It's been annoying me for a while now that it looks too much like a lighthouse, and now that I have the map room up there, you cannot see it at all because it's white on white. So I'm probably going to need to gather up more snow, shockingly, because I think I used most of all of the snow that I had on the Nether build, but we will see what we got, and then we're going to just do a little bit of decorating. Yeah, I'll probably need a few more snow layers. A little bit of decorating around the towers. Okay, I have all of the snow in. I did run into a couple problems with it, but more or less, everything is looking good. So we got snow there. With this one, I couldn't get as much snow as the rest of them because I don't want to mess up the line here on the bottom with the slab. And then kind of the same thing over here where I want to keep it low. Then this one's good, and this one I really did not want to mess with because all of this under here is glass to stop iron golem spawning, so I really didn't want to mess with that at all. I come to find out that my zombie has died. Apparently it's still working. It's still spawning, but my zombie to lure the iron golems into the killing chamber is dead. I am not going to replace him because we are nearly done with the season, and I have more iron than I'm ever going to need. So that is a problem to deal with next season. Anyway, the last thing to do is I'm going to fix this up. I'm going to use blackstone. I think that will work pretty well with the red, and it'll look nethery. So let's go ahead and replace it. Okay, you should have just seen a time lapse where I made it all blackstone, and I didn't really like the look of that. So now I've incorporated some more texture into it, and I think this looks a lot better than just the plain blackstone. But you guys can let me know what you think. So the big moment of truth is updating the map that's all the way up here. Now, I don't know if this is going to update as soon as I grab it. I don't know if I'm in range. Oh, I am. Here we go. We got half of it. Is this? Yes. Look at that. That's so much better. You can actually see it. Awesome. Okay, yes. This looks a lot better. And, yeah, we've done some snow. I don't know if the snow actually shows up on any of these. It's hard to say. I cannot tell whatsoever, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that looks a lot better, and I'm much more happy with that because it no longer looks like a lighthouse. Anyway, we have done very, very well. Not a whole lot done this episode, but a good amount to make things look a whole lot better. And as we slowly approach the end of the season, I don't think I've told you guys, by the way, but at the end of February, the last day of February is the last day of this season, and season 4 will start shortly after that. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!